Alright, so we got our boards cut to length, and the next thing we're going to do is start putting all of our pocket holes in. So we're going to be doing pocket holes on the side to create the edge posts, and then pocket holes on the end of everything else. Alrighty, there we go. Made quite a mess, but we got everything cut to length. We got all the pocket hole screws drilled, or all the pocket holes drilled, I mean. And we got everything stained. And I used just a dark walnut stain because I really like it. I like the way it looks. And I think it hides some of the poor defects of the boards. So anyway, the next thing will be assembly. Alright guys, so here's where we're at. What I've done is I've installed these little cleats, just 2x4 that I cut and screwed in. And then this is just sitting here. It's not screwed together yet. We won't be able to screw it all together until we get it in the room. Leslie decided she wanted it to be white instead of stained like this. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to sand everything back down again. And I needed to anyway. It wasn't a good idea to stain it before, because the way everything lines up, it's not quite perfect, you know, so you just need to sand down some corners here and there. But she wants it white, so we're going to sand everything back down a bit, and then we'll give it a good painting. But I just mocked it up just to see where we're at here, and it's looking pretty good. The ladder's going to be here. I haven't decided yet whether or not we're going to put them on the outside or inside. I was kind of thinking inside, but Now I might be thinking outside. Depends on what she wants. We'll see. That'll be one of the last things. And then we're gonna have a piece of railing at the top and a railing kind of middle or bottom, and then our bed, plywood on top, mattress on the plywood. So yeah, I think it's gonna be good. And then I asked her what she wanted for a desk, and what she wants is a L shaped. So we're gonna come over here, depending on which side eventually ends up being it, but the desk is gonna go from here to the corner and over about halfway. So we'll get that figured out. All right, guys. So here's where we're at. We got everything kind of sanded up a little bit and painted. Starting to paint it white. We're getting ready to start our second coat of white. Probably take another 2 or 3 coats just to make sure we got good coverage on there. And then this is the little desktop that I mocked up. And so we'll have to cut out a tabletop for it. I'm probably just going to use 3/4 inch plywood. I got a piece over there that'll work. So, all right, guys. So here's where we're at. I decided to put those on the outside on the ladder with 6-inch spacing. I got the railing up. I just put the top one at the top and the bottom one 4 inches off the bottom. Got it all screwed together. It'll have to come back apart when we move it, but all right, guys. So here's where we're at. This is going to be the last little clip of the video. We're about 90% done. Just some small finishing touches, and I want to get this video out because I don't know when I'll get back to this. It's not going to be anytime soon. So this is where we're at. I got the desk frame up, and I got the plywood top on there. I sanded it up, and we got the frame all together. Showed you that in the last clip. The only thing that I really got to finish is find a finishing that I like for this. I might just put some clear coat on there, some polyurethane or something. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I got some other holes I got to fill. I got some paint touch up I got to do. Yeah, so I got to put a couple more coats of paint. There's spots everywhere where there's no paint. And then there's a board there that I haven't painted yet. I got to sand the numbers off of. So it's just really just a matter of doing a couple finishes. I went ahead and I took the sander and kind of rounded the edges of this, make it a little nicer, nice and smooth. And then I'm going to take some glue and some of the sawdust, make some wood filler to fill up some spots like this right here, gap right there. So, and that's going to be a little bit tedious and probably not very interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here so I can get this video done and out. And yeah, I think it's good. I like the way it turned out. I just ran out of paint. So anyway, so there it is. It works perfect. I had Leslie come out here and test it. Ladder works good. I think you really got to put those on the outside. The desk, it looks really good, I think. After I screwed it into the post and I supported it with this extra 2x4 here, it's really solid, so I'm not going to make any more supports for it. I mean, it's solid. And I'll just show you one thing I did do that was interesting. I took my pocket hole drill bit and I set the depth to drill up like this, and then I drilled holes and then screwed my pocket screws in like this to screw this plywood down, and that's how the plywood's attached from the bottom. So And then I did the same thing over here. I pretty much did the same thing, except before I put the plywood on, I drilled holes in the top of this so I could connect these boards together. So I just drilled straight down into it and then drilled a pocket hole, pocket screw down in there. And I think that's gonna work great. And it looks great. It's super sturdy. I feel great about the structural integrity. So yeah, I think it turned out great, guys. If you guys like this content, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification so you can get updated on my new uploads. And till next time, guys, thanks for watching.